afternoon, sir.
Okay. Slide is visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Visible है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I am waiting 1 to 2 minutes for joining more students. चलो अब कोई नहीं ज्वाइन कर रहा है, अब स्टार्ट करते हैं, ठीक है। So in previous class the topic was classification of fungi, and today the rest part will be covered. So in previous class you have known about what is this classification, that is what is the definition of classifications, and how we classify the microorganisms. So you have learned that we go for classification from higher group to lower group. Higher means broad portion to narrower portion. Okay. I mean to say that if any organism, kingdom is the broad term, okay, and a species is the so classification we follow that system, means first of all we write the kingdom, then division, then what are their subdivision, after that class, subclass, family, order, suborder, genera, and lastly species will be written. And as for example Puccinia gramineae, we can classify them as follows. Kingdom is fungi, division Eumycota, subdivision Basidiomycotina, class Teleomycetes, order Eurydineus, family Puccineaceae, genus Puccinia, species Gramineaceae, and variety or subspecies Triticeae. And there are two purposes. First is the identification of fungi by name, and and the second one is what are the relationship of other organisms. Okay. And there are the international rules of botanical nomenclature. There may be the suffix during the classification, and that term will be end with the fixed suffix, means the division should end with mycota, then subdivision Mycotina, class Mycetes, order else, and family ACAE. And there is no any standard suffix for writing genus and species. And we follow the classification of Ainsworth, which was given in 1973 in their book The Fungi and Advanced Treatise. And that definition was that classification was followed by John Weber in 1980. And after that we follow that classification till date. And what is the classification? The basic basics of classification of fungi is in this slide. Okay. So the fungi have two divisions basically. The first one is Myxomycota, and second one is Eumycota. And what are the silent features? The silent features are when the Plasmodium or Pseudoplasmodium present, means the fungus are primitive. They are classified into Myxomycota. But if the Plasmodium or Pseudoplasmodium is absent, and the assimilative phase or assimilative phase are typically filamentous. They are classified into Eumycota. And in Myxomycota, there are less number of important fungi, which I have told in previous class. So we go mainly on the we focus mainly on division Eumycota. Okay. So in division Eumycota, there are 5 subdivisions. The first one is Myxomycota, Mystigomycotina. And the key features of Mystigomycotina is they have motile cells, means zoospores are there. Zoospores have one or two flagella, means one flagellate or two flagellate, means biflagellate.
सर तो ज्वाइन करना चाह रहा है, अलाउ कर दीजिए।
कोई ज्वाइन करना चाह रहा है?
यस सर।
एक ज्वाइन करना चाह रहा है। So if the motile cells are present, we classify the fungi into Mystigomycotina. But if motile cells are absent, means the spore are present and they are not motile, means they haven't any flagella. That is, there are two type of flagella, the tinsel and weeplace. Weeplace means चाबुक जैसा उसको बोलते हैं. The basal portion is thicker than the upper portion. Okay, and that means the basal portion is thicker and the last portion is tapering towards that. And the tinsel have appendages, hair-like appendages on that. Okay, so there are two type of flagella, and if the flagella are present, whether one or two, they may be classified into Mystigomycotina. And if there are no any flagella, means the spores are simply conidia or sporangia or like that. We classify them into two basically. So कैसे? If the perfect state spores are present, again we classify the fungi into 3 subdivisions. Okay, 3 subdivisions. And the perfect state when absent, that is in Deuteromycotina, which we also call fungi imperfecti, we put those fungi into Deuteromycotina. And in perfect state, if zygospores are there, we put the fungi into Zygomycotina. If ascospores are there, then we classify them into Ascomycotina. And if the basidiospores are there, then we classify them into Basidiomycotina. So in previous class we were here. Okay, so let's start today's class, the Mystigomycotina. So the division Mystigomycotina have 3 classes basically: the Chytridiomycetes, the Hypomycetes, the Hypochytridiomycetes and Oomycetes. And in Hypochytridiomycetes, there are less number of fungi, so we forget them. And we go forward for Chytridiomycetes and Oomycetes. So come with the Chytridiomycetes, there are one important order, Chytridiales, and they have two important families. Okay, Olpidiaceae and Cichlidaceae. And there are also important And there are also very important diseases caused by Olpidium and Syncytium also. So in Olpidiaceae, Olpidium brassicae causes rot disease of brassica, and in Syncytiaceae, Syncytium endobioticum is very important pathogen and causing wart disease of potato. And in oomycetes, that class is very important, and there are four orders. They have four orders, and coming with the silent features of oomycetes, the oomycetes have they have zoospores, and they have biflagellate, means there are two type of flagella. The posterior flagella are on whiplash type, and the interior, means the inner portion flagella, are T-cell type. And basically the cell wall is made up of cellulose, but in case of all other fungi, they have made of chitin. But in case of oomycetes, in Mysticomycotina, only the cell wall is made up of cellulose. So this is the very important things. And in oomycetes, there are four orders. There are four orders, and among them, two orders are important: the Saprolegnius and Peronospores. There are two important orders, but two are not important, like Leptometes and Leginidiales. Okay, so these two orders are not important, and the other two are important. And in Saprolegnials, they have only one family, which are very important, the Saprolegniaceae. And in Saprolegnia, there are two genus, Saprolegnia and Eclaia. They are two genus, and there are very less diseases caused by them. So it is not very economically damaging genus. Okay, so the Peronosporales are very important orders, and they have three families. Okay, so and all three families are very important and causing enormous losses of our cultivated crop. So in this, the first family is Pithiaceae, and the silent features of that Pithiaceae is they have sporangiophores or conidiophores, and they are usually similar to the somatic hyphae, and they are branched. The members of that family are not obligate parasite, means they are saprophytes. They are saprophytes. And the very important two genus in this Pithiaceae are Pythium and Phytophthora. And obviously, you have also heard that these two genus, that they are very important and causing so many in so many crops. So the Pythium have zoospores formed in the vesicle, but in case of Phytophthora, they don't form in vesicle, and they formed in sporangium. Okay, so they form in sporangium, and sporangium usually papiate, but in case of Pythium, they have not flagellate. And the important fungus are Pythium dibariatum, and these causing the damping of seedlings of important important vegetable crop, as well as important cereal, pulse, or wild crops. and Phytophthora, the important pathogens are Phytophthora infestans, and that Phytophthora causing late blight of potato, and that is the pathogens which are economically important and historically important, because the Irish famine in Ireland in 1843-44, that fungus infested the potato, and more than 10 million people are other are killed, or they are fled away to the other country, because the potato was the staple food, and due to complete failure of the crop, the people's die with the starvation. Okay, मतलब भूख से मर गया. So that was very important pathogens. And coming with the Peronospores, there are three important family in coming with the family Peronosporaceae, there are three important genus. The first one is Sclerospora, and the Sclerospora have the sporangiophore start with the heavy branches and cluster at its apex. And Sclerospora graminicola is very important and devastating pathogen, causing downy mildews and green ears of per millet, as well as other several crops. And the second genus is Peronospora, and that Peronospora is causing downy mildew. The species was Parasitica. Means Peronospora parasitica is the causal pathogen of downy mildew of crucifers. And the one important genus is also Plasmopara, and that Plasmopara vitica is the causal pathogen of downy mildew of grapes, and that have also historical importance. That's all about the Mastigomycotina. Then Zygomycotin. The Zygomycotina have two classes, the Zygomycetes and Trichomycetes. And क्या कोई बोल रहे हो कुछ? Any queries? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Then in Zygomycotina, इसका ना नोट्स भी अवेलेबल है, ठीक है ना? तो एक बार नोट्स देखोगे सेम टू सेम, ये हमने क्लासिफाई किया है सिंपल वे में, तो एक बार पढ़ोगे तो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, और यू मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, तो इसमें समझने में कोई परेशानी नहीं होगा, आसानी से, इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड अगर तुम बुक्स में जाओगे इस क्लासिफिकेशन में, तो देयर विल बी दैट वाज द लेंथी, सो हमने इसको इजियर वे में बनाया है, ठीक है? इसलिए इसको एक बार पढ़ लोगे तो सारा समझ में आ जाएगा. So in Zygomycotina there are two classes, and one class is very important, that is Zygomycetes, and the other is Trichomycetes, and they are not very important. The Zygomycetes have three order, Entomopteros, Mucraeus, and Eupages. Again, the Mucraeus have very important genus, and they are also called pin molds or sugar fungi. Okay, and they are mainly saprophytic fungus, and the sexual reproduction is by a spore or occasionally by conidia. And they are called as pin mold or sugar fungi, and one the order have only one family, Mucraceae, and two important genus are there, the Mucor and the Rhizopus. And the mucor have rhizoids and astrolane. The mucor do not have any rhizoids or astrolane, but the rhizopus had as name rhizopus. Rhiza means root-like structure. So they have rhizoids and astrolane, and the food materials is absorbed mainly by the root-like structure, that is rhizoids. The spongiophores develop in a well-organized group, mainly against the rhizobial hyphae. Okay, and the sporamen adhere to the columella and are not easily disseminated. And the Rhizopus stolonifers are the causal pathogens of soft rot of sweet potatoes, and also Rhizopus niger, which we call them the bread mold, is also very important and weed of the laboratory. They are also called as weed of the laboratory, the Rhizopus niger. Okay, so that's all about the Zygomycotina. Then Ischomycotina, and they have 6 classes, and the Hemiascomycetes and Plectomycetes and Pyranomycetes have important classes. So the Hemiascomycetes are only 2 orders, the Indomycetes and Taphrinales. And in Indomycetes, the SI arises directly from the zygote, and there are one family, Saccharomycetaceae. Okay, so one family is important, Saccharomycetaceae, and Saccharomyces, that is a yeast, is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, caused by the Brewers and Baker's yeast. Okay, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is also known as Brewers and Baker's yeast, and that yeast is used in formation of different products like alcohol or other. And the Taphrinales is also the Taphrinales have also one important family, Taphrinaceae, and Taphrina is very important genus. And the Taphrina deformis causing peach leaf spot and Taphrina maculans causing leaf spot of turmeric are very important diseases. Then the order Uraceae have one family, Uraceaceae, and they have 2 important genus, Aspergillus and Penicillium. The Aspergillus species causing fruit rot, and the Penicillium species causing the rotting of fruit in storage conditions. So it is very important, and storage, these are the basically storage fungus. And the Pyranomycetes have the 4 orders, and the Moniliales, the Conophoreals, Erysipelas, and Aspheriales. Okay, so they have and among the orders there are only 2 important orders, the Erysipelas and Aspheriales. Okay, and the Erysipelas order, one family is very important, Erysipeaceae, and the genus Erysipeae is very important at causing powdery mildew of peas, which are caused by Erysipeae polygony, and saprol and Aspheriales, they have only one family, Melanoasperiaceae, and the genus is Chaetomium, which is very important and causing economic damage of wood tree, and in apparels they are causing black spotted. That was the Chaetomium in, and it is very much active in rainy season. So that's all about the Ascomycotina. Then the Basidiomycotina, and also the Basidiomycotina is very important subdivision. And they have three important classes: the Teleomycetes, the Hymenomycetes, and Gasteromycetes. And among classes, one class, that is Gasteromycetes, are not very important and not very much important. Pathogens are belonging to that. So we go further with Teleomycetes and Hymenomycetes. So the Teleomycetes, they have two important orders, the Uridanales and the Astilaginales. And basically, all Uridanales are the rust fungi, because they are causing rust in different crops, and the Uridanales are the smut fungi and causing the smut of different crops. And in rust, the order have two very important family: the Pauxiniaceae and the Melamsperaceae. And obviously, the Pauxiniaceae have four important genus. The teleospores, that is bicelled, and means the teleospore, if bicelled, they are Pauxinia graminis, and causing the black rust of wheat. Then if the teleospores are one-celled, we classify them into Euromycetes, and Euromycetes PC is very important and causing pea rust. And if the teleospores have many cells, the fungi have Phragmidium, and Phragmidium tuberculatum, causing the rose rust. And if the Uridaniospores are like the are like segmented of segments of an orange, and the teleospores are angular globose or turnip shapes, we classify the fungi into genus Hamelia. And Hamelia vastatrix is also very important pathogen causing coffee rust. And the Uridanales, which are basically called as smut fungi, they have also two important family: the Astiliginaceae and the Tilaceaceae. And the Astiliginaceae have the genus Astilago, and the Astilago nudatritici, causing the loose smut of wheat, and the Astilago medis is the causal pathogen of smut of maize. And in Tilaceaceae, the genus Tilacea is very important, and Tilacea carries causing the shrinking smut of wheat, and the Tilacea and the Nivosia genus are also very important, and the Nivosia indica causing kernal smut, and the other important genus is Eurocystis, and that the Eurocystis agropyri is the causal pathogen of flag smut of wheat. So these are the smut fungi and causing very important diseases of economic importance. And in Hymenomyces, there are two subclasses. Okay, the Phragmidio, the Phragmobasidiomycetidae, and the Holobasidiomycetidae. And again, Phragmobasidiomycetidae have no very important pathogen. So we further go with the Holobasidiomycetidae, and they have only one very important and very much economically significant agaricales. Okay, and all the agaricales, that is the mushroom, are belongs to that order, agaricales, and the family of that is Agaricaceae. Agaricaceae. Okay, and all type of mushrooms and toad stools are present in that agaricales. That is the Agaricaceae. Okay, so that is about the Basidiomycotina, and come with the last, the Deuteromycotina, and that Deuteromycotina is also known as a fungi imperfecti, because the production, the reproduction was only taken with the the reproduction takes place only with asexual means. That is, they are reproduced with media formations or fragmedia formations, or even budding, or fragmentation of hypha. Okay, so these are the fungi which have no any sexual life cycle. Okay, so the Deuteromycotina have three classes: the Blastomycetes, the Hyphomycetes, and Coelomycetes. And again, the Blastomycetes have very less important fungus, and so we go further with the Hyphomycetes and Coelomycetes. And in Hyphomycetes, the one very important order is Moniliales, and there are very important fungus are belonging to that Moniliales. So the Moniliales have four important families. The Moniliaceae have a Monilia genus. The Dematiaceae have very important, and almost majority of the diseases caused by the genus have the Alternaria, the genus have the Carvularia, the Sarcospora, the Helminthosporium, the Drasclera. These are the very important genus, and they are causing economic damage in very severe conditions. So in the other family is Tuberculariaceae, and one genus is very important, that is Fusarium, and the spores of Fusarium have sickle shape. But the Stilpilaceae, the Graphium are the only genus, and they have not very important and not causing very important crop to the very important or cultivated crop in field conditions. And again, in Coelomycetes, they have two very important orders: the Melancholiales and Asperopsidae. Okay, so in Melancholiales, they have one very much important family, the Melancholiaceae, and the Coletrotychum genus are very important genus, and causing so many diseases in economically cultivated crops. And again, the Asperopsidae have the family Asperopsidaceae, and again this family have very important genus like Rhizoctonia, like Poma, like Septoria, like Macrofemina etc. And these all genus are very much important and causing severe damage to the cultivated crop. So that's all about the classifications in very nutshell. Okay, so all of you are suggested to go to the university site, download the notes and read that notes. Okay, and if any confusion, if any query, if any doubt, you can ask in class. Okay, so thank you for today's. Okay, students, students, कोई
No,
और तो सब रह जाओगे, ठीक है ना? इसलिए आपने नहीं जो हमने अपना क्लास दिया और चैलेंज शेयर जो दिया है उसको भी बड़ा ध्यान बस और क्या, और एक एग्जाम में आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है और क्लासिफिकेशन के अंदर में चैलेंज शेयर जो दिया है उसको भी एक बार ध्यान से पढ़ना है। और ये सिर्फ यहाँ के एग्जाम में नहीं, तो जो तुम्हारा इशारे का एग्जाम होगा उसमें भी सिर्फ ये क्लासिफिकेशन का तुम मोटा-मोटी आइडिया रखोगे तो इन दैट क्लासिफिकेशन इन ज्यादा और इशारे 10 to 15 क्वेश्चन हैव बीन आस्क्ड ओनली दैट के रूल्स, ठीक है? तो ये कहो तो 10 के आसपास हमने दिया है, ये 10 के अगर माइंड रखोगे तो यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व एटलीस्ट 10 क्वेश्चंस इन ज्यादा और इशारे पे हम कर सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड that the table is in a very easier form. Okay.
सर इसका पीडीएफ से ग्रुप में भेज दीजिएगा ना प्लीज।
क्या ये नहीं ये नोट्स का नोट्स ही डाला है यूनिवर्सिटी साइट पे, ठीक है ना? सेम डाला होगा, इसलिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। तो वहां पे जा करके एक बार तुम ये करो, विजिट करो और देखो एकदम सेम टू सेम है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, क्योंकि ये हमने बनाया है अपने से।
सर साइट पे सर बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है, बहुत सारे बच्चे सर है ना